I first saw A Matter of Life and Death when I was about 12 years old, just accidentally on the television. And it had a real impact on me. It really affected me. I think partly when I was a child because of the extraordinary Technicolor look of it and the black and white, similarities to The Wizard of Oz for that reason, but also the story of it. It was magical and exciting and romantic and adventurous and strange. It really captured my imagination. And so over the years, it feels like the film has grown with me, or I've grown with the film, and I've seen more and more in it every single time I've watched it. It sort of encapsulates everything that Powell and Pressburger were brilliant at. We're presented with the universe, the cosmos, at the very opening of the film. Then suddenly we're thrown into a Lancaster bomber returning home after a bombing mission in Germany across the Channel that is on fire. The stakes are so high. We come into the film at such a high pitch. We get to be able to see David Niven as Peter, our hero, knowing that he is probably about to die, and a young American woman, June, played by Kim Hunter, who's at the radio headquarters. The chemistry between those two characters, if it isn't there, then the film can't work.
Hello, Peter, can you hear me?
Hello, June. Don't be afraid. What do you think the next world's like? I got my own ideas.
Peter.
I think it starts where this one leaves off. Or where this one could leave off if we'd listened to Plato and Aristotle and Jesus. With all our little earthly problems solved, but with greater ones worth the solving. I'll know soon enough anyway. I'm signing off now, June. Goodbye. Goodbye, June.
Hello, G for George. Hello, G. George. Hello, G. George. Hello.
It's such an extraordinary scene. It's so well written and so well acted. When he jumps out of the aeroplane, he jumps into a place of both being dead and alive, or in between, a quantum character. One of the most extraordinary things about A Matter of Life and Death is that it is one classic, incredibly unforgettable visual scene after another. The scene where he believes that he's in heaven and finds himself, in fact, on a beach.
I wonder where I report.
I mean, that's sort of unforgettable as well, as David Niven takes off some of the equipment he's wearing and we just see his footprints on the sand. A very young Richard Attenborough who suddenly appears as one of the newly dead from the war and looks down and says,
It's heaven, isn't it?
They try to avoid actually calling it heaven. They talk about the other world.
Your time was up, but they missed you because of your ridiculous English climate. I am French.
But what do you want now?
You, my friend.
What for?
To conduct you.
Where to?
To the training center.
Training for what?
For another world.
Jack Cardiff, the cinematographer, created this new invention, really, to be able to dissolve between the worlds of the monochrome heaven and the Technicolor earth. We see these extraordinary, beautifully colored rhododendrons, so rich with color, you can almost smell them. And that stays with you indelibly as well. There's just scene after scene of incredible production design. The iconic moment where we see the actual staircase going up to heaven. This beautiful pearly monochrome heaven, a sort of modernist vision of heaven. One of the images that stands out the most for me is when we see a gathering from heaven on the stairway that leads up to heaven, but just coming down and just in front is the surgery that's going on for Peter. And so we see both the operating theatre and representatives from heaven on the staircase right in front of each other. And there's a real theatricality about it. There's a sort of spirituality, an intellectual curiosity about the film. And then there's this strangeness. You've got these extraordinary themes from Pressburger and then this incredible kind of audacious direction from Powell as well.
Peter Carter, you are on the witness stand. You are under oath. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Farland.
Did you consciously try to influence the emotions of this young American lady?
We fell in love before we'd ever met.
You claim you love her.
I do love her.
Can you prove it?
Well, give me time, sir. 50 years will do.
It is, at heart, a beautiful, simple story about the power of love. But around that is fashioned the most bold, ambitious, exciting, romantic, challenging, disturbing, strange storytelling you could ever come across, with this fantastic ensemble of actors. Image after image you will never forget for the rest of your life. I think it really is one of the greatest films of all time.